I'm extremely delighted with this opportunity to talk to you. I'm equally delighted because I'm going to talk to you about Jain Group of Institutions. Now, what is JGI or Jain Group of Institutions? In simple words, JGI stands for Transforming Potentiality into Reality. Yes, of all our 60,000+ students, of all the 6,000+ employees, of all our 87+ institutions, we believe in transforming potentiality into reality. That is the what is JGI part. Now moving forward, if I have to tell you about what makes JGI tick, I think in simple words, I can say making each and every child run to the school and drag his leg back to the home. That is what makes each and every one of us at JGI tick. We talk about schools, we talk about colleges, we talk about education, but making learning delightful, that is the fundamental principle on which JGI functions across the length and breadth of this country, our motherland, India. What way are you different compared to other schools and colleges in the country? And people also put us in the same bracket and say that you are also just like others are in the business of education. To them, our sincere reply is we don't build schools to make money. We make money so that we can build more schools. Yes, what started as one college with 36 students in Bangalore in the year 1990, today has grown into an educational conglomerate of more than 65,000 students. What is important is we have got 47 schools across 8 states, in which our schools are different is with the kind of talent and the experience we hold in our ambit to serve the community and the students. Each and every teacher who is a part of JGI community is well qualified and well trained to handle the changing needs of today's student. For this reason, we have been recognized across various forums and even on the international stage for integrating a value-based and one-of-its-kind curriculum into the mainstream school pedagogy. Why JGI Schools? I think this is very interesting. Every parent comes to us with plethora of doubts and questions about why should I choose JGI or why my child deserves to be in this particular school. I think if I can put you across a model and then tell you what we offer as part of JGI schooling, you will be able to understand what is it so different in the way we do things. And that model is pretty simple, pretty catchy, and at the same time quite attractive. And I talk about that in an acronym, and the acronym is PITCH. P, I, T, C and H. The first letter P stands for personal touch. How can we keep the personal connectivity between the school, the parent, the child and the teacher alive and kicking is the most important factor at JGI Schools, and the personal touch factor takes care of each and every aspect of the daily operations at JGI Schools. The second letter, which is I, stands for the most important thing. According to me, that defines the entire interactions between the school and the outside world. That is involvement of parents. Parents are our partners in progress, and we need them at every given point of time. This philosophy is what we follow, and when we say involvement of parents, we want parents to be a part of the daily operations, and they should get a dipstick into what exactly goes through the teaching learning process in the school round the year. The third letter, which is T, and that stands for traditions and values. Now this is something which I am excited about in JGI because traditions and values is what we are known for the last 25 years. be it the school in Aurangabad or any other school across the country in Hyderabad or in Bangalore, we make it a point to celebrate every single festival across different communities and also different religions. We don't have any bias as to this need not be celebrated and that should be celebrated. That's the traditional part. And second is the values. And we know very well that values are caught and not taught. And that has to happen inside the classroom. The fourth letter is C, and that is child-centric curriculum. Now, child-centric curriculum, as the name defines, the child is at the center for all the co-curricular and the extracurricular activities which we design at JGI. And thereby you get a message that in JGI schools, it's not by default, everything is by design. Child-centric curriculum focuses on how you can make the entire curriculum adapt towards the needs of the children. That's the child-centric curriculum part. And the last of the pitch technique is H, and that stands for holistic education. How can I make my child who comes to JGI school a complete human being? That's the million-dollar question to which we find answers in our daily way of doing things. I often tell this to everyone, and I tell this again, that we are here to ensure that my child becomes a complete, well-rounded human being rather than an academic excellence or a sporting superstar or a co-curricular clairvoyant. That's not the point. Let us try to bring together and create a holistic human being. So finally, if I have to sum it up, it's the pitch technique which differentiates why you should choose JGI schools as against to any other school. And if you see in the background, you see this particular board and this photo frame, you see the hand, and each of those fingers represent this 5 pitch technique, P-I-T-C-H. And those colorful hands, if you see there, are the hands of my leaders like Santosh or Satya, who are taking charge of JGI schools in Aurangabad, or other leaders across the country. These people have pledged themselves to follow the pitch technique in JGI schools across India. The Jain International School at Aurangabad and the Jain Toddlers at Aurangabad are two flagship institutions of the JGI group in the entire Marathwada region. Over the last few years, these two schools have done us proud, and in terms of growing and gaining numbers, they have done a phenomenal job in attracting students and giving them quality education. If you see our track record at Aurangabad, be it the programs what we offer, the kind of results what we have got in CBSE board exams, or the kind of co-curricular and extracurricular activities which are blended into the curriculum, I think there is no school which matches the kind of activities which our leaders, Santosh and Satya, have integrated into the whole system. Now, this does not happen by magic. This happens by considerable amount of efforts, hard work, planning, and putting together a holistic system so that each and every stakeholder, the student, the teacher, the parent, and the management are in sync in what they are trying to think and in what they are trying to act and in what they are trying to deliver. This is what we call as a family, and I welcome you all to be a part of our family going forward. Thank you very much.